bungle in the jungle. I was just in here yesterday watering, and I'm out here watering again. I'm going to give you the God's honest truth on my watering system. Because, hey, I may as well, right? Sorry, that's my finger. My finger again. The system over there, it works great to a point. But I found that because things are not level, things that are lower are getting more water than the things that are up. So there's not a water pressure per se. So I've been using it, but I've also been having to monitor and water things sometimes by myself. But because it was so bloody hot in here today, it is 6 o'clock at night and it's 30 degrees in here in the greenhouse, and there's not much airflow in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just coming in here to top things. So I'm topping off the tomatoes when they've got, like several good trusses. I'm just going to give them a top so that they're not pushing on the ceiling and stuff like that. So that's what we're doing today. It is the 13th. Okay, took about 5 minutes. Oh, look at the cucumbers. Wow, I have cucumbers. Okay, so I've pruned everybody. With me, it's always a worry that I'm going to cut my fingers off because I'm a klutz, as you all know. But I didn't. I still got all 10 of them. Well, 8 and 2 thumbs. But airflow is key in here, as I said, because there's no airflow in here. I've topped them all except for this one. And do this one. Hang on. My little clippers. I'm topping them all above a truss. So there's the truss. There's the truss, right? It does have trusses up here, but I'm just going to prune them. Can you see that? Just above the truss. And hope that they have better airflow quality. It's all about quality. And I've got to come in here and check my marigolds to see if I need picking any. And just so that we're on top of the game, this Duncan is what mine is. That's what mine looks like. There we go. They've got that weird kink in them at the top. This one is, I gotta write these out again better. This is Total Eclipse from Jason. And these are the Total Eclipse from Jimmy. Similar in fashion. Yeah, weird, isn't it? Oh well. It's all edible and it's all fresh, and that's what matters. So yeah, so that's it for tonight. It's cooking and I'm just watering some stuff outside. Holy macadoodle. These are the carrots I harvested. Those are the new carrots. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm getting carrots. But why are they all so leggy above the ground? Like, look, they're leggy above the ground. I tried putting tried putting soil around them, like to top them up like you do with a potato. But I don't think that's working. Am I just planting them not deep enough? Comments in the bottom. Bye. Oh my God, that is so bizarre, but very interesting and totally cool. Sorry, I'm wobbling because I'm doing it with one hand. My benefit, not yours. Those are red, those are purple, those are the orangey white ones, I believe. They're my lupins. I'm trying to start saving my seeds. And I have a plan. 3 pots exactly the same size. Sorry, so zoom you out a bit. 3 pots, some potting soil. I'm going to try getting some of my own potting soil as well, though, because I don't want to waste all of this. Close this. It's too hot out here. I came out to look for 3 pots. Peas that I'm trying to save pods from. 3 tomato plants. These are micro tomatoes. And some marigolds, and we're going to put them all in a pot, but we're going to use 3 different fertilizers for them and see how that works. It is freaking cooking out here, man. I had to go in the house. Bye. And that's my lovely lawn. The only part that's not brown, look at this, it's like straw. The only part that's not brown is where the septic runs are. That's too funny. Anyway, bye. It's hot. Okay, so there they are. I've not done any fertilizers yet, but they are, let me see, I'll show you what they are. I bought the seed starters. They're, can you see that? Little bings, so I'm assuming they're a tiny cherry micro tomato. So I got 3 with 3 marigolds and a couple of little seedlings in the bottom. Those are those stupid Eskimo marigolds. And then we'll sort some fertilizers for them and treat them all exactly the same, except for the types of fertilizers they're getting. See how it all works out. What the hell, eh? Okay, so what we've got is Sea Magic Double Soluble Seaweed. And I'd have to open one to show you what I'm supposed to do with it. The regular standard Miracle Grow 2020. And Soil Enhancer Organic Marine Phytoplankton. So we shall see which one does best. Film at 11, as they say. Okay, so those are the 3 fertilizers. I'll put the names up. Not that one, obviously, it's an empty container. That's not root beer, it's concentrated seaweed. So I will put the instructions, lists, names, everything else up. And that's for those 3 tomato pots. We'll see how they do. Anyway, it's hot out here. It's 28 degrees and it's 9:30 in the morning. Bye. I know I drive you nuts with my lilies, but look at this. Oops. Thought I'd stepped on somebody. It wasn't. Look at that. That is a good 5 feet tall. The smell is amazing, but look at the color of this one. She's just opened. Look at this. Turn around this way, sweetheart. Look at that. Look at all the I don't know if you can see that, all the goopy stuff on the front. That's hopefully gonna have bees and happy things. Speaking of a bee, she's over there. So we'll leave that there. That one's probably a good 7 feet tall, and that one is working its way to 8. They grow exponentially, is that the word? Every year. So the more years that they're in the garden, the bigger they get. They go from like 3 to 5 feet, 4 to 6 feet, and then 7 to 8 feet. And I think that's as tall as they get. And we have some sweet peas hidden in the background. Some purples on this side. Anyway, like I said, it's absolutely freaking cooking out here, so I'm going to the house. It's the 15th of July today. And it is bungle in the jungle. I forgot to mention, my corn is like, that one there is like 7 feet tall and it doesn't have a single cob on it yet. So fingers crossed, hey? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, back in the house. I'm gonna put some tea on, ridiculously enough. It's what us English people do, isn't it? Drink tea when it's hot. Anyway, bumblebees are happy. Happy. Calendula is not happy because it all fell over. That one looks nicer because it's short. Anyway, I gotta go. The bees are buzzing everywhere, and I got flowers on my bean cathedral, which is a good thing. I've got tiny tomatoes, but I do not have a single tomato that's pickable yet. So anyway, gotta go. Bye. And I forgot to show you, I'm drying out my cocoa coir for storage. So soak it, dry it, and then store it. It's much easier that way. Ooh, it's the 17th and I just came out to, this is why I put the pollinating information in the memo, in the notes, because I had all my beans covered up and I thought, oh God, what happens if nothing gets pollinated? But apparently beans don't need a pollinator. So I've covered them up, and I've got to watch for spider webs because they are, you probably can't see that, but there's a tiny spider right there. They string themselves across the whole yard. So anyway, so I came outside just to check on everything, which is what I do every morning. Come outside and make sure nothing's fallen over that needs immediate attention, and then I don't come out again. Sorry, wafting. I'm wafting, Val. I don't come out again until after supper. Look, I still have apples that aren't dead. Right? Look. Still have apples. Look, more spiders. And that's supposed to be red. Oh, I don't know. Looks bloody orange and yellow to me. Anyway, seed saving time. These are all my columbines. The columbines I just dumped back in here. Except for the red one. I'm saving the seeds from the red one. Oh my God, I have a zinnia. And whether that's a flea beetle or a regular flower beetle, I don't know, but I'll just leave it be. I'll leave it be till... missed one, shoot. Like I said before, I've got tomatoes, but I've got mostly flowers. It's a little bird over there, digging in the dirt. Oh crap, now I got a frickin' bug in my face. What am I doing? Wafting. Waft. I came in here the other day. I'll try and get in here. See if I can get in here without being attacked by... This is a squash. This. You can see it reaching. It's a squash. I have no idea what kind of squash it is. It's probably got a label. It's way the halibut over there. But look at it. It's got a friend. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. It's hanging on to the corn, which is across the way. Yeah, I don't have any cobs on my corn. I have no idea what's going on there. That's just so weird. But more spiders. Sorry. Yeah, I've got flowers. I got to come out and side shoot again and top this one. This, I think, is... Where's my label? My label's... Oh, label's way over there. I'll have to go look now. I think it's the Dr. White Cheese Yellow Robin, but I'm not positive. It's either that one is or this one is. But either way, they're huge. Purple flowers on my purple beans, which is good. Yeah, the tomatoes have just gone mental. They're huge, but there's no tomatoes on them other than, you know, the smaller ones, the cherry tomatoes. I've got a couple of cherry tomatoes on things, but the beans are hanging on to everything. So, crazy. I got in there and tried to, I can't go anywhere because there's a great big spider in front of my face. I tried to get in there to see what was going on. My uchichiki curry, or as Martin says, the cheeky bugger, has got leaves but nothing on it. This one, like I said, I got to find out what he is because I have no idea, but he's got no fruit on. Like, it's just bizarre. What a bizarre year, eh? I'll go this way. My tetra is doing amazing. It's huge. The two little, it's got side shoots everywhere as well. The two little squash I had on it died. They guess they didn't get pollinated, so I'm going to try hand pollinating again. Back to the pollinating thing. Yeah. Other than that, oh look, my mandoon. Well, that's a little one. These ones need tying up. I'll have to go do that right now, but the yellow ones are out now. Yeah, I'll have to go get some more string for those because they're top heavy and they fell over and they're snapping. Shoot. Okay. I'm not on top of things this year because it's just too bloody hot, but there is a bee on my sunflower. Can you see that? Yeah. Yeah, son of a biatch. Oh, look at the purple. Bloody blah blah. Bee balm. No, Buddleia. Yeah. I gotta go get some string for this before it breaks totally. Yeah, the squashes are, squashing, but they're not doing much production. I don't know. See, look, there's a couple of honeycomb tomatoes, but that's about the only tomatoes I can see. I just don't get it. It's the middle of July. It's past the middle of July. Has anybody else got an issue with calendula being sticky? I just can't handle it. Such a fuss pot. What a fuss pot. These ones are getting, see, look, they're getting pollinated, or not pollinated. They're dying because they're not getting pollinated. So they start... Oh, where are you? There you go. They start getting fruit, but I'm going to have to come out and hand pollinate that one when I've not got you in my hands. Anyway, I got to go get some string for my lilies before they're all dead. Oh, and look at Mr. Slug eating nice rotten leaves. I'll just throw him over there. Okay, bye. They're doing the swirls. They're like curly fries, except they're curly peppers. Look at that. That's so bizarre. That's yours, Jimmy. Look at them all curly. That is too funny. Let's take that, snap that off. There we go. Give you a bit more airflow, eh? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, curly whirlies. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Nothing changing color yet, but they're doing well. Okay, I put that there. And then we caught a mouse. I got to get a container to put him in because Gerald will take him out to the fields. We don't hurt them. It's not their fault they're in my yard. See, look, ain't he cute? We'll put him in the little container, give him some water, put him in the cool shade, and go from there. Well, we've sort of kind of tied up the lilies a bit better. This one needs pruning. That one's about ready to burst open. The bees are having a great time, but look what I just noticed. Can you see that? I should go in there, but there's probably spiders. Red. Those are my red sweet peas. I have to make sure I save seed from those because they weren't very prolific this year. Awesome. Okay, get out of there. Oh, I just noticed my dahlia that I grew from seed has not been totally slugged to death. Apparently I don't know what it is. It was just some seed I bought or had. I've cleaned up a bunch more tomatoes and squash. Everything needs water, 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 water. These are the casualties of war. That's today's tomato and squash leaves. They'll go in the compost, and one accidental calendula. And the bee balm's starting to flower, but the poor thing is just so dry. Oh, this dahlia is getting flowers and bugs. Crazy. That's my solar dinky fan in my bed because I'm trying to keep the airflow so my golden beets don't go moldy when I try and get seed from them. Oh, okay, I gotta go. I have one. Come on back over here a minute. Holy crap on a cracker, it's hot. I have 1 or 2 teddy bear sunflowers. Like my flowers are, well, I shouldn't say my flowers. Everything is so much further behind than you guys in the UK. They're finally starting to open. Those ones have got no heads on them yet. The leeks I stuck in here are doing fine. And, yeah, like I said, I need to water again, but I'll do that later. The trees are not looking happy, but who is? It's like flipping 38 degrees out here. Oh, Nelly frittata. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go back in the house. I just keep saying that, don't I? And then I find something else I gotta do. More hollyhocks. I think those are Cherie's hollyhocks, and the lanes are over there. Over there. Anyway, I gotta go in the house. For sure this time. See, this is what my Rebecca is supposed to look like. It does not look like that. Oh, sons of bitches, butt kisses, eh? Okay, I'm going back. Bye. And you know you're a spoiled rotten pumpkin when you've got your own umbrella stand. The table, I couldn't get it close enough, and as you can see, she's wilting. I'm melting. So I put a spike in the ground and put that closer, and I chopped the end off because I've got 2 pumpkins going. Whether I need 2 or not, I don't know. But she's still got side shoots coming. But not only that, it was going in the flower bed, and I didn't want it over where my lilies all are. So I will give her some water, and then I'll go inside. She needs her bed topping up again. Jeannie the giant. She's still doing good. I got to come out and measure her. Give her a measure. Anyway, bye. And we apparently have potato liftoff. Awesome. I'll top that up and give it some more water. It's absolutely flipping redonkulously roasting out here. I think I keep saying that, don't I? Are you getting the idea that it's really frickin' roasting out here yet? Oh, see, that's another squash. Oh, it's got one maybe over there. It's got one squash over there on the far side, which has got some weird, funky, let's go have a look. Weird, funky zinnias were the shits this year. Look, it's got growth. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a growth coming out of it that's not, it's got flowers. Almost like if you were, equating it to something else, it's almost like mega blooms, but that one's doing the same thing. It's growing a plant out of the top of the fruit. I have no idea what this one is. It's a mystery fruit or vegetable because I lost the label. Anyway, I pulled out that squash that was crossing that whole flower bed over there. It was, I'd say, a good 12 feet long, one over there that was attacking the corn. It was a good 12-foot long vine, and it did not have one single flower on it. And look, I bought some weather vanes. One of them's a witch, Danny. Danny at the grow up. Anyway, they're cheap as chips and shit from Temu. I've had to block them because they're too enticing. Anyway, I'm going in for sure this time. Okay, well, she's got a 20-inch circumference, 20 and a quarter. So we'll come out and measure her every time we do a video on her. And we'll let you know how big she's getting. She weighs a ton. She's very, very solid. Like, she probably weighs a good 5 pounds. I used to bowl, and she's like a 5-pound bowling ball. So she's doing really good. Not you, Ginny. Okay, bye.